Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we've got a football game going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 31, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try to get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Final play of the half, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 44, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And break. The tight end's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate, 30 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Fournette, a first down carry. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. That's complete to White. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the 4th quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns in here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Here's Prescott. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Dak. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 40, the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Prescott got his man. That's Gallup on the comeback route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed it in.
somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go to Elliott again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Bills 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And I think this is...
On EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be
make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To the air again, Prescott. Fighting to stay upright. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And some room to roam now. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out here with the action left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out right at the 25. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers.
Second down. Here's an option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Purdy on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Left side to Lamb. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now Purdy, they'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Purdy bootlegging it. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Prescott to throw on 4th. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. First man through. It's the fullback use check. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 2nd and 6. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
On on 2nd and goal. Purdy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Niners 28, Cowboys 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this
rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have the Niners first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 36 yards. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. 2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the second-year man from Louisiana, here's Elijah Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
You ready?
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 6. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, obviously, red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll set up a throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On play action, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Cobb to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They'll try and run forward with Petty. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Penny is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Cowboys 35, Bengals 21. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Levante David in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw here. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Right back to Mitchell on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Once again, it's Mitchell, and he is going to lose yardage here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Myers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Cowboys, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.